Today's cup of coffee, youngest kid has purchased something to further drive me insane. He got a package of these tiny hands that you wear on your fingers. Some of them have different hand signals, hand gestures, including one that is obscene. That one happens to be my favorite one. But, so, he is making noises with these, popping them on, popping them off of his finger. So if you hear something that sounds like that, and then you hear a sudden slap, you will know what happened.
But I've also been caressing the microphone with it.
And it's creepy.
That's the point.
It's just creepy. Ugh. Ugh. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Leave me alone. No. That is creepy. That is creepy. When you've got these baby doll-like hands. No. Get that out of my ear.
Baby hands touching your feet.
Oh. It's been one of those days. It's been one of those weeks. It's been one of those months. I've had one of those lives.
But that's why we got the hands, to bring some joy into our lives.
I was listening to someone the other day, and they were talking for those that when it is the sign right before your birth, the sign of your birth, that towards the end of that previous sign that you just feel exhausted. I can attest to that. Now, Leo doesn't officially start until 21st, 22nd. It depends on whose school of philosophy that you're,
so you
listening to.
You're mid-ground, though, on the sign range, aren't you?
Oh, hell no.
Which one are you? Are you on the early side or the
Yeah,
late
I'm
side?
on the early side.
Okay, so then,
I've got a rather large amount of Leo. Yes. Yes.
So then Pisces you should be fine with.
No. Anyhow. God help. Pray for me.
With the tiny hands.
Every day. This has been another day of transport. And got caught in traffic. And they were mowing, and they had one side of the interstate closed, and it's like, then all the truckers got backed up, and then it was a matter of, dealing with the truckers because they were then in a cluster.
Yeah. That was hell.
And it was warm, let's put it that way. It was hot, but it wasn't horribly hot like some of the people that's out west. Mm-hmm. And God love y'all, because y'all have got 100 and some degree temperatures going on, and everybody hydrate. Remember to hydrate. And stay in the shade. Don't be out. Especially in the hot part of the day and stuff, do not be out doing lawn work.
No.
Because people think about that. I know that we've done it before when we had the lawn care business, and it's just like, damn, 90-some degrees, and I thought, I'm going to fall out.
Yeah, I would say so.
But God blessed me and protected me, so here I am, and sitting pondering.
Hot weather, fucking man.
From Mysterious Universe. Now, this is Paul Seaburn, and he has taken a skeptical role on this. Again. But I have edited out a lot of his skepticism. So, the link will be in the description box. You can go and read the snarkiness. I just needed the basic info. And he wrote this on July the 16th of 2022. And he says that James Webb Telescope is a giant space laser cannon and other space conspiracy theories. Now, some of the space conspiracy theories I have gotten into, but that is, most of the ones that I am familiar with are more, Earth-based, to where I don't even have to, that one's
more Earth-based.
Yeah, well, it's just one of those things. So there were some of these in here that were new to me. Now, some of them were not, but some of them were, and I thought, oh, other rabbit holes to go down.
Okay.
And so Mr. Seaburn writes, while most stories about the James Webb Space Telescope have focused on its absolutely beautiful photographs, not everyone was happy about them, or at least not happy about the technological device that captured and delivered them. And it says conspiracy theories spread almost as fast as the photos, with accusations of them being CGI fakes, evidence of alien takeovers, or distractions to hide the Webb telescope's main purpose, that of a giant space laser cannon.
That sounds like the same people that think the birds are cameras.
Some of them are. Not all of them, but they have. There is proof that does happen. Did you ever go and read the links where we get some of this stuff?
No. Sometimes, not often.
Anyhow, he's putting these little hands all over the equipment as if I don't have enough distraction. Those who saw the initial unveiling of the photos will recall one of the galaxy clusters being referred to as SAMHSA 0723. And SMACS is the abbreviation for Southern Massive Cluster Survey, a defined area of distant clusters of galaxies that has previously been photographed by the Hubble telescope. Now referred to as Webb's first deep field, it is the focus of the image showing dozens of clearly defined galaxies. Many posts on social media say this is a computer-generated image, with a few pointing out that SMACS spelled backwards is scams.
I mean, I can see that.
I can see that very much. It says the Daily Beast found others who think one of the planetary nebula, a nursery for baby stars, looks like a giant face and head in space.
Baby stars?
Yes. That's the planetary nebula.
Looks like a giant head and face in space.
Well, this may be some of this, and he was talking about pareidolia is the term for that. That's like the people that see Virgin Mary in their toast.
Satan lives in this woman's burnt toast. She carved it out with a butter knife.
Well, I mean, and I can understand that because people have a tendency to, look for things too hard sometimes.
She carved it out in her toast.
She carved the head of Satan.
She carved Satan lives.
Ah.
In her toast.
Because I was just wondering who she had to pose as the model. You never know. You have to ask these questions.
They interviewed her in her kitchen with the slice of bread.
How did that work?
How do you expect?
Just like, well, now that's one I would have loved to have had that interview. To sit there and go,
you can go watch it on YouTube.
Exactly how did you come by this, and how did you know this message was from Satan?
That's exactly what he asked.
See, I'm not the only one. It's not just me. And so how did she respond?
I don't remember.
Was she channeling Satan?
She took a butter knife and carved out Satan lives in the toast.
Well, I'm saying, was that a channeled message? Was it just...
She put it in her toaster and it popped out like that. That's how it got there.
Well...
The fuck you say?
I suspect substances were involved.
No,
on that.
she was a sober Southern lady. She was a sober Southern church lady.
Who had carved Satan lives in her toast? Was she attention seeking or what? Somebody needs to...
That was like the woman that got caught walking, saying that she got some sort of shot and she was walking backwards, and then they found her walking normally into a grocery store.
Sometimes a good bitch slap is the correct answer.
I'm just going to gently caress.
God help. Anyhow, it says... There are those who believe that the James Webb telescope is not just pointing out into space, but it's also pointing in to places where the government wants to spy on us. That wouldn't surprise me.
That wouldn't surprise me either.
And he's got government in, like quotations, like he does not believe. This is a very skeptical article written by Mr. Seaburn. So apparently he thinks those of us who do not trust the government and the alphabet peoples are conspiracy theorists. And that's fine, Mr. Seaburn. You have the right to your opinion, but are you paying attention?
Apparently not.
It's like, is he
opposed opposition?
Yeah.
Opposed opposition.
Is he I knew what you meant. Is he a misinformation agent now?
Yeah.
Is he getting a little
Planned
bit
opposition is what I meant to say.
A little bit of bucks there.
Yeah.
From the government.
Getting that good monies. That good payroll monies.
Absolutely. It says there are rather many conspiracy dots to connect this one. A popular idea is that James Webb was a Freemason, which he was, and the telescope will help that organization control the world. Then there are those who think the shape of the unfolded mirrors resembles a star tetrahedron, which is an ancient Hebrew occult tool that can be used to connect humans with the ethereal or heavens. And it says perhaps the best Webb telescope conspiracy theory is that there is actually a giant space laser cannon or a space-to-Earth direct energy weapon capable of destroying anything, anywhere, anytime on Earth. That would not surprise me.
No.
And I think it's remarkable that I have not seen more stories about what happened. I think it was in Nashville or someplace like that, to the facade of that one building, because the panel truck that parked in front of it and supposedly the explosion, that did not blast the front off of that building, which it was, like I said, it was a facade. It was not what the actual building was. It was one of these government secret agency things that has no windows. Those exist, Mr. Seaburn. What do you think about those?
That reminds me of the Medical Mechanica place in FLCL. Had no entrance, no windows.
Yeah.
And she's like, what kind of facility is this? This ain't no facility at all.
Right.
There's no entrance,
right.
No windows.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out it was planted there to flatten out the earth.
None of this shit. I think people are so... Their brain is so overloaded with all this stuff that no one knows what to believe. And I was studying yesterday as far as the effects of betrayal.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not just by a trusted individual. That can also be by trusted institutions, governments, different things like that. And it causes a form of PTSD.
Well, yeah. Everybody in America is suffering that right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And
you know what I had to say? Fuck you, government.
Oh, the James Webb Space Telescope.
I don't even know if I got in for it.
You did. It's
Good.
not the first space telescope to be hit with conspiracy theories. A famous one surrounds the Hubble telescope, which was the most powerful space telescope until Webb showed up. Launched in 1990, many people were hoping it would at some point be aimed at the moon and prove to moon landing deniers that Neil, Buzz, and 10 other humans visited the lunar surface and left flags, rovers, and bags of junk behind. Since this has never happened, the deniers claim it's proof that NASA is covering up the fact that all of the lunar landing missions were staged in Hollywood or some other secret location. That has been a huge, conspiracy thing, and that's one of those things you don't get in the middle of those debates. I don't.
Don't.
That's like the flat earth people. When someone is that zealous about their beliefs, there's no point in trying to argue or sometimes even ask a question, because if you're just trying to glean information, it will be, you will be pounced upon.
Yeah.
And so it's like shit. Not going there. Not stepping in that one. It says, those who understand telescopes point out that in order to have the resolution to distinguish a lunar rover from its surroundings, the Hubble's mirror would need to be 50 times wider than it is. Since Webb is not the size either, expect this conspiracy theory to continue. Now, see, because I don't understand the physics and stuff on that, because, I be plebe on those things to sit there and go, okay, why can't you take a picture of it if you're further out?
Plebe.
If you're taking pictures of things that are way out there, why can't you have a camera or whatever and just take a picture of this other one?
Right.
Because I don't understand. Okay, another conspiracy theory claims that Hubble's photographs are knowingly edited and altered by NASA. That is also true, but not for deceitful purposes. Hubble takes separate digital color images through red, blue, green, and other colored filters, which are then combined. However, NASA has other purposes for those filters besides impressing humans. Space.com explains that some wavelengths of red light correspond to radiation from hydrogen atoms, oxygen atoms, and nitrogen ions, and are difficult to see. Others, like ultraviolet and infrared, can't be seen at all. To make those images pleasant to the non-scientific eye, the colors are tweaked. So, and that's okay. But why not release the ones before they are filtered?
Yeah.
Even if it doesn't appear to be much, why not?
Right. Just give us the fucking original photograph.
Yeah. It says the European Space Agency's, I'll get here in a minute, Rosetta mission was successfully landed in...
It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
No, it's late, and I'm tired, and I do not have enough coffee and rum into me yet. Okay, landed its Philae probe on Comet 67P in 2014, and there were Russian names after that, which I'm not even gonna. It says the landing was not ideal, and put it in a non-optimal position for communications, but it did send back the first images from a comet's surface. Or did it? Conspiracy theorists claim mission is part of a European Space Agency and NASA cover-up to disguise the comet's true identity, that of an alien spacecraft. That theory grew as the ESA revealed the comet was emitting a song-like mysterious sound that theorists theorized was alien communications. Okay,
yeah.
Now, do we know that our government has colluded with other governments? Well, hell yeah.
Absolutely they have.
Go back to 2020 and pay attention.
Go back to 2012.
Yeah, well, that's been going on. Following the space object as an alien spacecraft theme, NASA's Cassini probe took photographs of Saturn's moon Lepidus in 2004. In 2016, conspiracy theorists spread the word that Lepidus looked just like the Death Star from the Star Wars movies, complete with a large crater resembling the Death Star's super laser focus lens and a line resembling its trench, which held engines, thrusters, and docking bays, which theorists claimed was a seal made by connecting the two halves of the secret spaceship. Astronomers explained the lens is just a giant crater. The trench or line is a mountain range, and the moon's odd shape was caused when it spun too quickly while cooling shortly after it formed. Yeah, I haven't seen those things, so I have seen Star Wars, but I am not one of those people either.
What, Star Wars?
Yeah, because there are people that my God, they
will rip you to shreds.
Absolutely. I was a Star Trek person.
Honestly, some of the Star Trekky people will do that too.
Okay. And yeah, I just
fandoms can be toxic as hell.
Well, I think it's that us and them thing. You know, those of us that are just, what would they, somebody that just waddles through every so often. Coffee slurp.
The bystanders, the casual lurkers. The lurkers.
We're not the converts, I think is what it is. In many cases, NASA
regulars
or the ESA has addressed the conspiracy theorists directly with explanations to debunk or diffuse the conspiracy. However, one in 2012 elicited a denial from the White House.
That's it.
Two men who claimed to be chrononauts.
What the fuck is
Now, this I had heard of it. Time and space travelers said they were part of a CIA intergalactic program linked to DARPA in the 1980s and teleported to Mars with Barack Obama.
Where the fuck did he come from?
The White House had to issue an official statement stating that the president never went to Mars via a teleportation chamber called a jump room to visit human or alien colonies. Now, let's look at that statement. It said he never traveled there through teleportation chamber. What about a wormhole? Yeah. Nobody asked about the wormhole.
Yeah, that's CERN.
Yeah, it's interdimensional.
Are y'all gonna finally invent a portal gun? I would like one.
And
can I have one?
In today's world, just because something sounds preposterous does not mean that it is preposterous. Now, there are a lot of things out there that are off the deep end. That is so. But realize that these are people's beliefs because they have been lied to. They have been deceived. And that it has caused them to question. I mean, it has shaken the foundation of their very understanding of existence. So with a lot of people, that's what happens while they fall into believing some things that sound odd to the rest of us.
Yeah.
Even when proof is given, and with the people with the flat earth, and I do not pick on those people. I don't.
I do.
Because I understand the basis of some of their beliefs. I do.
I do. I pick on them.
I don't pick on them.
Especially when their own tests prove them wrong.
I understand that. But like I said, when somebody has found out that they have been that deceived, you do start to question everything, everyone, especially in today's world where gaslighting and we are being bombarded by this narcissistic bullshit and propaganda.
Yeah.
We start questioning ourselves, our sanity, whether our reality is real.
Yes.
Whether we even are. I'm not the only one. We went down that rabbit hole. God. Go back and look up one that says, "Is reality real?" If you want to do that. We've actually covered a vast amount of topics.
Breaking.
Well, not all of them are mind-breaking. Some of them...
No, is the reality real?
Yeah.
Mind-breaking.
It can be. That we are all part of Brahma's dream.
Time warping, timey-wimey bullshit.
Right. And it can be. That's the reason we did the one the other day about just, sometimes you have to reel it back in and just get centered again. I've been studying as far as different crystals for those of us that are empaths. People's like, oh, I wish I had that ability. No, you don't. Not in today's world. It will wear you out. To feel what other people are feeling, and when you've got a world full of anxious, stressed, people that are ready to fall over the edge.
Yeah.
That wears on you.
Yeah.
Plus, we deal with the people who has the mental illnesses, too.
Mind-breaking, wibbly-wobbly,
and to sit there and, when you have observed somebody become delusional, and because that you are not there to observe what they are observing, you don't know whether or not they're being accurate or delusional. When somebody is delusional, they truly believe that is reality.
Yep.
And this has been, and we're not even going to go into the demonic stuff and the possession and all that shit.
No.
So it is a wonder that Kid and I are not in a corner drooling somewhere. But it's always an option. And it's okay.
I mean, there's always an open space at the mental institution.
Oh, no, there's not. No, there needs to be. We need to have long-stay mental health facilities reinstated in this nation. We honestly do. Not just for us. I don't need a mental institution today because I have coffee and I have some rum in it. Yes.
I got vodka with knockoff orange juice.
Not even
my
real
fucking knockoff orange juice. Fuck you, Sunny D. How dare you make something that you say is orange juice and it's not. It's just fucking Sunny D.
You didn't read the label.
It's just fucking Sunny D.
It was generic.
It's just fucking Sunny D.
It was generic.
It's just Sunny D. It was generic fucking Sunny D by Sunny D.
Read the labels.
It was Sunny D. Put in a different thing by Sunny D. It literally said blah 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 by Sunny D. And I'm like, I thought it was actual orange juice, motherfuckers.
Oh my God. Anyhow, of these conspiracy things, do I have an understanding that some of them could be real? Absolutely. And it's not been that long back that we discussed about Ronald Reagan and his Star Wars program. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, well, he was a, great sci-fi fan. Was he? Now, if you look at this thing, could it be a space cannon? Could it be something to fry people's brains? Well, hell yeah.
I don't know, but I'm a big Tiny Hands fan.
Oh, he's got these things. They're all over the camera. They're all over the microphone. They're all over everything. So before you hear the sudden slap, because I can feel it building. I really can. If you've had experiences with the paranormal, supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you would like to share with us some of your views about the telescopes and stuff, maybe conspiracy theories, we'll call them that you've heard. If you've got local, regional, family myths or legends, send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. Youngest kid has an appointment with his primary physician tomorrow. I'm going to tell him that the dosage of Strattera is not enough.
I thought you weren't going to go in with me.
Oh, but I will tomorrow. I will.
Okay.
If I don't go in with you, you won't tell him half of what's going on.
That's because I forget.
Right. So I will go in for a few minutes and then I can leave. Yes. He knows me. He's known me for years. He just leaves me alone.
He knows American McGee, and I'm like, let me in. Let me in. Anyway, if you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Thank you all. Have a good. I am giving this camera Reiki healing.
Oh, God, with the tiny hands.
With the tiny hands.
Oh, we'll see you on the next cup.
Praise the Lord.
God help. Bye.
Praise the Lord. I like these tiny little hands.
I know you do. I know you do.